Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. We're on day 5 of Chinese New Year today. Although today we're not doing anything really regarding Chinese New Year. Today I'm going to actually show you a bit of a answer to a comment that I've had a few people comment on a similar sort of subject. And that is, when I've been walking around the street, a lot of people have commented, wow, the streets are so tidy, you know, so clean and all this sort of stuff. And we're going to show you why. So as we switch our camera around here, we can see a guy over here with a big rubbish bin here on wheels, broom, dustpan and all that sort of stuff. He's actually down here sweeping up leaves on the road. So we have people at the front of my school about this time every day will come through just sweeping up the leaves around the place. But we're going to go and try and find somebody else down the road here, because there's actually something else I want to see if I can find for you. I think the guys who sweep up the leaves, normally it's a couple of ladies who come along the front of my school here. But it's a gentleman today, maybe because it's Chinese New Year and everyone else is on holiday or something, I'm not sure. But we're going to take a ride down the road and we're going to show you why things are, so tidy most of the time here. So stick with us. We'll go and find see if we can find what we're looking for and give you a look. Okay, so we've come just up the road here. We're actually outside a couple of restaurants here, and something else that they do here, which I don't know if other big cities do this around the world, but I certainly know the restaurants in my hometown wouldn't be big enough to be doing this. But out the front of this restaurant here, spin our camera around, these tubs here are full of dirty dishes from last night's meals. So they'll have a truck come by here. They're actually running rather late today. I wonder if maybe they're not collecting today because of the New Year holiday and it's a Sunday today. But they will pick these up, take them away to wherever they're cleaned, and then they get wrapped up into plastic, you know, sterilized and all that sort of thing, wrapped up in plastic. And when they pick up the old eating stuff, new stuff freshly wrapped will be dropped off. So here we see another box of stuff down here to be picked up and collected and taken away. So, you know, most of the places I know in Albany, well, all of the places I think, have a kitchen out the back. They'll employ some kind of a dishwasher or, you know, some sort of kitchen staff to actually clean all the dishes. Another box of gear down here, ready to go. Oh, there's a huge stack of them here on the right, these big green buckets. I don't know if maybe, so all the other ones were blue buckets, these ones are green. I don't know if that's a different company. Oh, actually, so if we back up here, so these here are actually ready to go. So these are wrapped in plastic, and so these are all the new ones have been replaced. So I've got a feeling that might be a different company doing that, as opposed to those in the blue box. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have all been picked up at the same time. So we're off looking for one of our street sweepers around the way here somewhere. Don't know how hard it's going to be to find one. It is, as I said, it is a Sunday and Chinese New Year, so they might not be out in that greater numbers. But they are normally fairly easily findable. So while we're doing this, so one of the, you know, I've had a lot of comments talking about how clean and tidy the streets are. And it's not because people here don't litter. There is a lot of litter goes on here. A lot of people will, if they're, I don't know, packet of food or something, I'll rip the top off, chuck it on the ground, eat the thing and then chuck the remainder. Like, oh, there we've got one of them over the road here. Just crossing the road. Oh, we've got another one with a wheelie bin here. But these ones over here, actually, we will try and get over the road, follow her over there and give you a look at this trolley she's using. We've got traffic coming. We might fall a bit behind, but we'll catch up with her. Oh, too much traffic. All right, one more bike and then we're good to go. Right, so these trolleys up in front of us here, we've got two wheels, they've got all the picking up gear, and you'll see these everywhere you go. I don't know if it's commonplace all over Zhaoqing, all over China, or if this is more a Guangdong thing, or if it's just Zhaoqing. No, I've seen them in Shenzhen and Guangzhou and stuff. So it is further afield. So these guys have these trolleys. They look pretty well balanced. They can get quite a load, and they don't weigh too much. And so yeah, there's an army of these people around the place picking stuff up. It's one thing, when I first arrived here, I used to see people litter all the time, and there's rubbish bins everywhere. There's heaps of rubbish bins around the place, and it used to frustrate me. It's like, the rubbish bin's just there. Why did you drop it on the ground? Put your shit in the bin. But they don't. But then, as I sort of thought about it more, it came to the point where I had to think, well, hold on, how many people are making a living picking up after other people? It's a big number. Oh, there's another one just crossing the road over there now. We're not going to follow that one around. We're actually going to head around to our right, and we're going to show you where these people come from. So yeah, I used to get really frustrated at the littering, because you just don't do that in Australia. You'll cop, I don't know what the fine is now. I think when I left Australia, the fine for littering was $400 or something, for a tiny piece of litter, which, is extreme, but it stopped littering. And it meant you didn't have to have people going around cleaning up the streets. Here they go the other way. They've got a lot of people. They need to give people jobs. So yeah, they don't mind the littering so much, because it's not really an issue for long. Here's another one crossing the road here. I don't know how many of these people doing this sort of work they have here in China, or even just in Zhaoqing. Oh, there's another one just here. So they are out and about today. So not just litter, they're also picking up all the leaves that are falling off the trees and stuff, which is happening quite a bit at this time of the year as the weather cools down. But yeah, there must be hundreds of them just here in Zhaoqing, if not thousands. It's a good-sized army of people doing this sort of work. A lot of them are older, so I would guess a lot of them are maybe retirees and are using this kind of work to maybe supplement their pension or something. I'm not sure. We're not going to be able to get through there. We're going to have to go back around, spin around, get back out onto the road here. Okay. Yeah, that bit of footpath there gets very, very crowded very, very quickly with bike shops and all sorts of things out on the footpath. Should have thought about that one. So yeah, people here litter a lot. Well, compared to Australia, they litter a lot. Here's one of these trucks. Right, we've got too much traffic behind us. I was going to spin around. So here we've got another crate of these dishes here. And if we spin around in this little parking area here, this truck up here is actually picking up the dirty plates from the restaurants and dropping off new clean stuff. So the restaurants will all have clean stuff for tonight. Yeah, it's a really good way to do it. Saves the kitchen staff having to, sort of waste all that space on cleaning stuff. And having to hire staff, so it probably saves them a lot of money. While we're going to miss this light bugger, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the other side of the road here, and we'll have a light to cross the road on this side of the road. That works good for me. So we're now going to go down and show you those people with the rubbish trolleys. We're going to show you where they wind up. There are places I've been to where you do see lots of rubbish on the side of the road and stuff. Out in the countryside where they don't have that sort of clean-up stuff. I would love to see them put together a team. Maybe not a team that is working like here. It's daily, every day. There's people out cleaning up. But there are places where you think, geez, they should have someone, who maybe every area gets cleaned up once a month or something, just to knock some of the litter down. It is improving. I think people are getting better at taking care of things as the world changes here. Here we got another one doing garden stuff. So a lot of these four-wheeled plastic bins seem to be more green waste, sweeping up the leaves and picking up plant waste and stuff like that. Whereas the trolleys are more litter on the side of the road. But they collect everything. Let's see, which way are we going to go from here? Just trying to work out. Okay, here's another lady here with her broom and sweeper. I can't see her trolley anywhere. Doesn't appear to have a trolley. We do want to go down the road here to the left, but... Right, we'll wait for this traffic light to turn green for us. Yeah, I was trying to decide whether we're going to go straight across the road down this way or go down this way and duck down. I think we're going to go down this way and duck down the way. Okay, we should have a green light in about 6 seconds, I think. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Okay, down this way we go. Yeah, the one time that littering does bug me still is when they're doing it in tourist places. There's places up Dinghu Mountain where you see a bunch of the litter and there's no cleaning staff there. Put your litter in your pocket and take it to the rubbish bin. If you don't have people coming doing this sort of keeping the place clean, then it falls on you. But, that's up to the people here if they want the places to be kept tidy. That's up to them. It's, as much as I don't like it, it's not up to me to change things. That's it's their country to do with as they please, I guess. But I do not have a problem with the system here in the cities where people litter. I think the only issue that comes with it is that people do get used to be able to just throwing rubbish anywhere, and then when they're in places where it's maybe not so appropriate to be doing that, they're sort of conditioned to be doing that anyway, so they carry on doing it. I still can't bring myself to throw anything on the ground. I'm still looking for a rubbish bin wherever I go. Having that sort of hardwired into me from being... Which way are we going? We're going to the right. So, each little community, each little part of the city will have a little place like this up ahead of us. This up here is a rubbish collection point, and these are all over the city. So these guys will have probably 20 of these trolleys that are based here. People who live in this area can come and collect their trolley in the morning. They come here, empty their trolleys out. And we see, wait for this car coming in front of us. We see a bunch of these trolleys here chock-a-block full. So they've obviously come back in from their wandering around the streets cleaning up, and they get dumped into here, and then from here I think they do a bit of sorting there, so I'll separate the plastics from the glasses, paper, probably vegetation type stuff, and then they'll have trucks come and pick them up, and they'll take them to a larger sorting area, which we're not going to go and find one of those today. I have seen them around the place, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly where they are. So, but they go off to a bigger place where they'll be sorted, and then from there they get shipped off, whether it's to landfill somewhere, or for mulching, or for recycling plants around the place, depending on what the finished goal is. They'll send them to wherever they need to go. We're going to chuck a right here. So, that's why the streets here are so tidy, because they have an army of people coming by sweeping up the streets. It's not because people here don't litter, because they do. And they, I don't know, compared to other places, maybe they don't litter that much, but compared to Australia, they litter a lot. It is a very, very common thing here. And like I said, when I first arrived here, I was rather shocked, because when you walk around the street, you do notice everything looks pretty tidy, pretty clean. But everybody's littering, and I was for a long time going, what? That makes no sense. Where's all the litter gone? I saw them throwing all this stuff out yesterday. I didn't realise we had these army of cleaners going around sweeping up. We don't have that in Australia, so I wasn't expecting it, and I never even considered it when I first saw it. So, it's there's an answer to all those comments about, whoa, the streets look so clean. It's because they work hard at it. They have an army of people keeping the streets clean. It's very, very good. So, between that and the dinner plates from the restaurants, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned something. If you have, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel. If you have questions or comments about this situation, again, down in the comments, hit us up. And if you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, in Guangdong, here in Zhaoqing, again, down in the comments section, hit us up. If you come up with a good idea, we'll go away, do some research, and look at making a video for you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.